You're live. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Welcome. This is another episode of What's in Your World. I'm your host, Slim. This is my co-host.
Yep, I'm there. Hey, I'm Chaz.
It's funny because yesterday we were watching some of our old stuff.
Yeah.
And you were just the guest.
I know, right?
How disrespectful that was.
Hey, I actually just took it as like I'm the guest, you know? Like,
well, yeah, because this show went down a whole different avenue than originally intended.
Well, remember our first episode was 2 or 3 hours?
Yeah. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something like that.
And I think we realized at that time, oh man, we could like do this like every day and still not run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's still the case, but I think we've gotten to the point where we can have more meaningful discussions
for sure
in a shorter period of time. We've become more efficient in our conversation.
Now we really don't go over like 40, 45 minutes.
No.
That's like a top episode now.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So we're getting good at this, man.
Yeah, hey, what's in your world?
Think about it in like 10 years.
Yep. That's how it all starts.
All right. Check this out, right?
Okay.
So I was, of course, it's gloomy virtual world shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but like, this is cool. All right. When I realized what this guy came in and started trying to do, this like kind of made me excited for like, oh my God, there's a bunch of shit that I haven't even like thought of yet.
Okay.
All right. So this dude comes into the chat earlier today, and he's like, hey, I got this idea. I'm working with a charity, a real world charity that's global now, started in Haiti. They essentially, from what I understand, now keep in mind, I've only read a little bit about this, all right? Okay. So I don't really know everything yet. But they're helping like kids get certificates, get grades, get schooling, get education. They're giving out tablets now, computer stuff, and like half of what the charity or like half of like at least what this guy was telling me was like half of the proceeds go out, you know, back into these communities or whatever, and then they make investments and they give for free as a charity the investment to groups. He's like, and that's why they have the long-term holding of this, and we don't charge them for it. We have no ownership. We literally just give it to them. And, like, he wants to, this is really fucking, like, he's going next level with this charity.
Okay.
All right? He's like, we need to start a charity inside Gloomy. I'm going to start buying up Gloomy stuff, and I'm going to give it to these people. And I'm going to give them the buildings and the stuff that we buy. They can have it. He's like, we're having a problem in like this country. Let's just pretend in some country in Africa, okay? We're having a problem that the kids have the technology, but they're struggling to get access to the education, the schooling. Some kids are sick, have no like real world experiences. He wants to like create the school and the charity in the world and allow people to then come and get educated there and get certificates there. That way you can be anywhere in the world now and still get the same level of care that they're trying to produce and give out to people. At the same time, they don't own this stuff. They're giving the land in this virtual world, the buildings that they're going to be doing this in and housing them in, they're giving that all away to these people. So some organization that's trying to educate people in like Africa will then buy, or they wouldn't buy it, they'd take this land from them, they get donated this land through charity inside the virtual world, and then they'll start producing classes and education and stuff like that inside their building that they own now, and allow anybody in the world to come and freely do this with them. Like, he's trying to think of that next level. How can we reach more people and still be able to impact them fully? And how do we use a virtual world then to do it? And he's doing it as like an investment for them.
Right.
So, like, as the value of these things grow, we hope, that's now for them. They could sell the building and get a shit ton of money if they needed to.
Right.
You know, like, this guy really seemed, now it's only like one day that I've really been reading into this, but, like, really seems like, okay, you're hugely forward-thinking, and you're, like, truly trying to help people, like, on a deep level here. This is really impressive. And, like, how he apparently went to Decentraland first. Realize this shit's way too expensive to be investing in charities and stuff like that for right now, for land that don't even have buildings built yet. This place, way cheaper, already has the buildings done. The guy who's building it, the architect is what they're now calling him, of Gloomy, is like jumping in and be like, yeah, I'll build you the buildings that we want.
Wow.
So like he's built them a bunch, handed them over. They're just passing these things on down and doing this whole charity work now. Fucking crazy.
I really like this idea because it's I feel like this is what the internet has. It's so powerful because
sure.
of this, and when used with the right intentions, can do so much good.
For sure.
You know,
For sure.
and that's oftentimes not necessarily seen. You
No,
know,
man.
That
It's in
you know the
low
internet,
supply.
social media, everything is all like bad, bad, bad. Which there's so much truth to that, but just like the real world, there is these good things. There is these and they're backed by these people with the right intentions. And if you can, stay along those lines, stay on that side of things.
For sure.
There's so much growth that's constantly going to happen, and
We
it's
need more of
beautiful.
those people.
Yeah.
We need more.
Yeah, we always will. We will never have too many of those kinds of people.
I feel like life is always driving us to be assholes. And we give in.
It's the test, man.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the ongoing
Yes.
exam
Yes,
of life.
for sure. That's a
You
great
know,
way to put it, actually.
And
a
especially-
lot of us are failing it
it-
real hard.
yeah, and especially when you're going through tough things, like stress, feelings of overwhelm, that's a really important thing to see.
Those are the times, in my opinion, that you're being tested the most, and you need to fight through the most in the sense that, like, to get to that next stage of life,
Mm-hmm.
here's a level of the boss.
Right.
I'm boss level. Got to get through boss, get next level, find next boss.
Right.
And I feel like, when you are feeling that pressure of life, it's like life is just like closing in on you. And everything feels like, oh my God, it just won't end. And I got this. And it's just, I'm never going to get through this crap. It's just so much shit all over me. And like you're trying to take care of it, but it just keeps piling up on you. That's, for some reason, it happens to all of us. And for some reason, I feel like those are the moments where life says, decide who you are. And now you're going to have to make that decision. Do you want here or do you want to stay here? It's as simple as that. I feel like I've been tested so many times where it's like, when I started at McLeod, that was my first development job.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is overwhelming on a stage that I'm not ready for. I was not ready for this. It's very clear.
Mm-hmm.
And I just spent hours and days trying to make up. I'm trying to catch the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over again. And I feel like that was life's way of saying, do you want to be here or do you not?
Yeah.
You make the decision. And that shit will fucking put it to you, man.
It will.
And it's not your first time or your last time.
Nope.
Every time you go through it. You know?
Right.
Like, because it's going to happen again and again.
Yep.
That shit sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just went through that shit.
Yep.
So, like, I know you're going through it, like, right now. I just went through it with the whole, like, trying to
Yeah.
get this job and shit. Dude, it will... I literally thought one more day of what went on, and I really would not have made it. I think my heart was about to, like, give out on me,
Yeah.
So, like, life.
Yep.
You make it real difficult for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Getting
such
real
a-
intense on me.
getting real
Real
tense.
quick.
Yes. And I feel like we don't have enough people that are just like willing to suck through, do your shit, be a
Yeah.
good person, don't get angry at life for all the shit it's throwing at you, don't
Yeah.
take it out on other people. And life, guess what? People suck. I suck. People suck,
Yeah.
And like they're going to do shit to screw you over. They're going to hate you for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to literally just be an asshole for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Accept it. That's what life is. Or fucking don't, I guess.
Yeah.
Be an asshole too.
Yeah. It's your choice.
It's your choice in the end. Stop making me rant. We need to talk about something else. Going on a
No,
rant.
but I like these conversations because when we have these conversations, they relate so much to like things we're going on right now and to bigger picture, and that's what I love too, is like I love being able to connect a certain moment in time to like large scale life, I tend to do that
For
all
sure.
the time, and that's something that's funny about this show now that I'm thinking about it, watching some of our old stuff, we'll go from you ranting about something to me connecting something, that exact same thing, to like something bigger picture. You know,
Which I love.
Which this is a great dynamic.
For
It's
sure.
a great dynamic.
For
You
sure.
know, because it helps me see things and then, connect things, which, is a great skill. It's a great tool.
Oh, for sure.
It's a great tool.
For sure.
Skill, skill's not the right word. Tool.
It is kind of a skill in the sense that you're training it all the time.
That's right.
And you're getting better at it all the time. You see what something I'm saying or whatever, or someone in the world is saying, and you're able to relate it to things in your own life, which then helps you make sense of it, which then helps you grow from it. So, like, in my sense, I'm like, it is a skill. Does everybody do that? Nah, they don't, People don't want to think about themselves and their own lives and what goes on.
Yep.
So.
That's hard. It's a hard. They're hard pills to swallow.
100%.
Yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought there.
What are we talking about next?
I don't know, man.
We're only 11 minutes in. We got to give it like 10 more minutes. We just said how much we could talk about.
We did.
I think your mind's on something
yeah,
right now.
I'm just a little stumped.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is okay.
That's part of life. You're being tested, motherfucker.
Yep.
And that's just part of the game.
Yep.
I want to have sympathy for you, but I don't.
No, and I don't. It's one of those things that I get quiet because I don't want pity. I don't want.
No, I get it.
I just want to be able to fight through it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that drive to fight through it will cause fear and anger. And when fear and anger coexist,
your mind is on one thing.
Yeah.
And it's on that one thing because you know what needs to happen. And you haven't done it yet.
Yes.
So it's looming.
Right.
And you're still in preparation for it. So your mind is literally this.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's funny to me because I truly think Mallory has like understood this about me now, that like during that time period where I was getting this new job, it's like that was it. And she knew that. And she just like was like, all right, I got to deal with this bullshit, but like his mind's literally not going to be around here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a goal. He's almost there. Finish it out. And I feel that, dude. I know that feeling of like, I don't even want to be here. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't want to be in this situation whatsoever.
Yes. Like, I shouldn't be right here. I shouldn't be in this situation. None of this should be happening.
How did I get here?
And then it suddenly is like, now I just need to go prep.
Yeah.
Now I just need to go think about this.
Yeah.
I need to stop doing this other stuff. I need to go do this. You know? Like, nothing else matters right now because I got to do this shit, It, like, consumes your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like me right now. That's why I canceled tonight. If we weren't going to work out or not, I was like, I got to work.
Yeah.
Because, like, now I have it on my head.
Yeah.
And so if I go work out, that's all it's going to be on my head. It's
Right.
like this looming work that I want to get done.
Yeah.
Because, like, my mind is like, you're going to fucking do this right
Yeah.
now. So, like, I feel that shit.
Dude, in, like, the past few weeks, because I've known that this situation was ahead of me.
For sure.
Maybe not to the extent that it is now, but every couple nights, it's like a dream. And something always goes wrong in it, And then I wake up in the morning, I'm sweating, and I can't get it off my mind all day. And then so days in, days out, like it's on my mind, and then it becomes more of a reality. And then it's like, I knew this was coming, but
yes,
it's piling up now. It's pent up now. It just wants to like regurgitate itself back out. You know
what the best feeling is?
What's that?
When it's fucking over.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know too, like even in the moment, it's gonna be awkward, or not necessarily awkward, but like a form of anxiety. It'll be I'll be anxious.
I actually think, in my opinion, that once you start getting into it, it'll just start flowing.
That's true. That's true.
And
too.
you won't think about it. The anxiety will go away. I think until you're about an hour or two in, and things have settled in. I think after that you're good.
Yeah.
I think you will just settle. At least that's how it really was for me. I feel like
a
lot of built up shit. Then once I realized, okay, we're doing this. It's happening. We're all good. If shit's happening,
yeah,
you kind of just like, Woosah. All right, let's make this shit happen, you know? And then you're too tired that night to even fucking think about the next day.
Right.
And you're like, shit, I gotta be up. I gotta fucking do this stuff. I gotta go home and eat and do this. And like, it's one of those things where I feel like you'll be all right once you just get into it. You just got all this built up anxiety about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, hate that shit. You're making me reminisce now on like my own pains, and I'm like, God, screw that. You know?
No point in reminiscing on the pain. More so reminiscing on the lessons or the things you learned. You know,
For sure.
the experience you've taken with you. You know, because I think back to like every moment, or you know, all the experiences I've had where it's been like this. Is a moment that stays with me, is an experience that stays with me. Because, life is all about lessons and experience.
For sure.
To put it simply.
For sure.
Right? And each lesson is like going up a different step, is entering the next level, Like you said, going over to the next boss.
Yeah. Trying to get that next boss, man.
You're
You're boss level now.
Yep.
Welcome to boss level.
Yep.
And boss level means tough shit, next level.
Right. Just
Yeah.
because it's boss level doesn't mean there's no more levels.
No. There's always another level, Like, I feel like it never fucking
It's a
ends.
never-ending game.
Never ends, man.
And you always die before it's over.
That's true. That's true. Everybody's just going to end up dying on this one. You all lose.
You all lose. Nobody wins.
All lose. Yeah, for sure.
Nobody wins.
It is kind of funny to me that, like, everybody goes through this.
Yep.
You cannot run from this unless you want to go be homeless. And I bet you have
Even
your own
then.
life bosses in the homeless world. Like, I
Right,
don't think
this-
you can run from this. I think you have to just accept this. This goes back to the one thing I want to teach my daughter in this world is failure is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Failure is absolutely like the most beneficial thing you can go through.
Yep.
Without failure, you can't learn valuable lessons. You'll never learn. I feel like I really became good at being a good like sports conduct, like a good what do you call it in sportsmanship? Like just good sportsmanship from the fact that I lost a lot of games. And I got scored. When I became a goalkeeper, you get scored on every game most of the time. Getting a shutout is incredibly hard and incredibly fulfilling because it's so rare. So I feel like I became kind of like, all right, I'm going to get scored, I'm going to lose games.
Yep.
That shit happens. I'm a competitor. I'm going to win games, I'm going to lose games. And for a long time, I lost a lot more than I won.
Right.
But that taught me the lessons. I hate society because society makes you feel like you should never lose. You should always win. And I would say, bullshit, society. That is total bullshit.
Always train to win.
Always trying to win. It's like
Don't
I
be
always...
scared to lose.
For sure. For sure. It's like I always told the goalkeepers, you need to prepare for the best, or prepare for the worst. Shit.
Yeah, no, I think that's right.
I just totally forgot.
Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
There it is. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, that's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, move on with it, Anyways, had to just say, Lulu, if you're watching this shit as an older girl, who gives a shit if you fail sometimes? Just don't fail the same. It's kind of like, don't repeat the same mistake twice and 3 times and 4 times. Don't keep failing the same way.
Yeah.
Learn to fail other ways.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is the lesson there. 19 minutes in.
A question now. Would you actually show this show to your to your daughter? You think she's going to be 5 years old watching What's in Your World?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think she'll find it eventually. I think she'll watch it eventually. Would you want to watch your parents at some point in time by now?
Dude, if my dad had a podcast, I would have already watched every episode.
I've tried to get my dad on a podcast. It'd be the most politically, just crazy show, and I love it, man.
I could totally see that.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, for sure. I do want a show with her, though.
Yeah.
I want to create one that's just a fun kiddie
You
show.
know, there's this guy, actually, who does a show with his daughter. His daughter's
Is he curly
3.
red hair or curly long hair?
Yeah, you seen
Mallory
that?
sends me that shit all the time.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we got the idea of yeah, we got to do this.
It's so cute.
She's the cutest little thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like, and I've seen this one bit where like he like walks out of the room, and it's just her like just chopping it up to the camera. It is hilarious, you know.
Dude, she's great, man.
Yeah.
And he's a fantastic father.
Yeah.
Or at least he seems like it from the little clips I see him.
Right.
But, like, I just love his interactions with her.
Yes.
They make him seem so cool.
Yeah.
Like, man, I like you as a dad. Like,
Yeah,
man, that's
yeah.
such a cool dad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like makes me feel like a shitty dad sometimes. Damn, I'm not that cool, man. You know? Part of the game.
You're
you know?
that cool.
I feel like we need to have Lulu sit right here one day and
just-
be on what's
She
in
doesn't
your
have to
world
say
with us.
anything. She can just hang out. I would love that.
She's
That'd
way
be
too young
great.
now, but yes.
Yeah.
Like, simply for the fact that she wouldn't even sit there for 1 second.
Gotta give her some food.
I was
or
going to say,
something.
maybe if I had some graham crackers and some, like, goldfish and shit sitting out here, just, like, scattered around.
Some juice.
Some juice. Oh, man, if I had some... She actually really doesn't like juice.
Interesting.
She really just kind of likes water,
Oh, that's good though.
you know? But, like,
Hope
Yeah.
that doesn't phase out like it did for you. I'm sure because
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't drink water, and it upsets me.
period. You and Mallory, I think, are the only two people who really, I think, truly understand the extent to where I just don't drink water. You know? Like, Mallory's like, you go months without ever having one glass.
Yeah. You go above and beyond with your choice of dehydration.
Yes, I do. I don't like water. I don't know what it is, man. I just don't prefer water. I need some flavor in my drink. So, like, Gatorade's always been my go-to.
I tell you what, I get what you're saying, because until I got on to good water, I didn't like water too much either.
I'll accept this, but I'm telling
When
you, don't
have good water.
don't expect too much.
When you have good water, it's just water, man. You don't need to expect a flavor. But even then, even to that point, I enjoy the taste of this water. If I
That's fair.
chose to think about this taste, which I don't, but if I did, and I'm sure I have, I enjoy the taste of the water that I choose to drink every day.
What do you choose?
You can go alkaline water.
God, you're getting deep in this shit, dude. It's like my cousin, man. My
You can-
cousin bought like a $10,000 machine.
He bought the Kangen.
He-
That's what
he
I want.
did,
That's-
actually,
that's-
yes.
That's my goal.
Goes in one, goes
Yep.
to the shit, goes out the other, and
Yep.
then like he has like all these different like
Yep.
alkaline
Yep.
levels that he
Yep.
can or whatever.
Different pH levels.
pH levels. There it is.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Like.
That is the shit, right?
He said he
That's
paid over
it.
10 grand
That's
for that
the end
damn
all
thing.
be all of water.
God, you need to talk to my cousin, man. Y'all would be like,
Which one?
you've never met, and he loves, dude. He works out,
Dude,
nonstop.
wait, does he live here?
Yeah, Graham Beard is his name.
I
He's a
didn't
pretty
I
big
meet
guy.
him
You probably have met him at some point.
at Woolworth?
I don't know if he went to Woolworth, to be honest with you. I
Oh,
really don't. He
okay.
he may have. He may have.
Maybe.
I really don't know.
Because I pretty much met everyone there and
You have,
spoke to
yes,
everybody.
yes.
That was at that.
Now that side of the family, there's parts of my family that you'll never meet.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
Mallory has only seen some of these people. My double first cousin.
What does a double first cousin?
Well, you don't know what
mean?
a double first cousin is?
Double first cousin. No.
For real?
What is a double first cousin, dude?
All right, this is not incest. Let's just go ahead and get that
Okay.
off the table, okay? It's like the first thing people think is like, Alabama, double first, I don't know. Not fucking incest, all right?
Oh my god.
Imagine you and your brother, let's say you had a brother, okay?
Okay.
You and your brother married your girlfriend and her sister.
Okay.
So brothers married sisters.
Okay.
So my dad's brother
Your
married
dad's
my
brother.
mother's sister.
Whoa.
So at my uncle's wedding, my uncle and aunt's wedding, my parents met and then got married later.
Whoa.
Yes. So they're called double firsts because theoretically, you'll have one side of your first cousin that you're not related to. Right? So think of one of your first cousins.
Okay.
You have now your aunt or uncle is not related to you.
Yes. Yes.
That doesn't exist with a double first cousin. They're all related to me.
Oh, that's
and we have
crazy.
both of the same grandparents. They're the closest
Right.
thing to a brother, but they're not your brother.
Whoa.
Cousins all have one grandparent that they don't share with you.
Right. Yeah.
Not a double first. They share everybody with you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Is it not crazy?
That is crazy.
One of my double first cousins, she has only seen one time, and she will never see him again. I can assure you that. It was at my grandmother's funeral, my last grandmother's funeral, because remember, we share both grandmothers.
Right.
But it was at my last grandmother's funeral. That was the first and only time she's ever seen him. They spoke for maybe 30 seconds.
Your mom's first cousin? Double first cousin?
My double first cousin.
Your double first cousin.
Remember, my mom's sister
Right.
and my dad's brother are both married.
Yes.
So that's
I got that
my
part.
double first
I got
cousin.
that part.
I guess that would be
Yes.
her double first nephew.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a thing, but it sounds like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, there's
Okay.
parts of my family that are really close, actually, and you'll never meet them. I guess is where I was going with all
Got
that.
you.
And Graham kind of, like, is in that in-between of that family that we don't, that part of the family, because it's a big part.
Yeah.
It's not just double first cousins, it's first and second cousins involved.
Yes.
But, yeah, but he's not technically part of all of that crap. And I still talk to Graham. I haven't in a long time, but, like, it's not like I'm having anything ill will towards him.
Right.
Double first cousins, fuck those people. Graham, totally cool with Graham. And he's really a cool person and like total yeah, for sure.
Wait, hold on. We went from talking about water.
I know.
Continue though.
Well, because where I was going with this, I'm trying to wrap back
Right,
in actually at
right.
this point. He works out all the time.
Uh-huh.
Like all the time.
Uh-huh.
It is insane. He's also one that told you that loves to go to Waffle House afterwards. And he,
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
but like this dude's freaking jacked.
yeah.
You know? And he's like one of the healthiest people I've ever met. You know? And so he's all about exactly what you're eating and what you're drinking. And he's got that fucking water
Yep.
system, you know?
Like,
Like,
because
and
if
he
you really care
swears by
about, it, you will get a Kangen filter. That thing is legit.
That's hilarious, man.
Oh, dude, and they're spreading like wildfires. As a matter of fact, I think through their site, you can go to like there are certain people who like will like refill. So I use like 5-gallon jugs.
Oh, so
know?
you can go find Grams and go have your bottle
Essentially
refilled from them.
Essentially, yes.
Whoa.
Yes, you go to, like
to people who own them.
People will like own them and be like, yeah, like they offered to do that, and then like I'll like drop my 5-gallon things and like get them filled and then take them back to my
Do you
house.
pay for that?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
this like
I've
a-
never
never
done
done
that. I've never done that.
Dude, crazy.
But I would assume you would. But like tax reasons, I doubt it. I doubt you pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
it
I
seems
feel like
you,
that would get weird, you know.
I don't
Because
know.
I never thought about this far, but like I feel like if you're just like paying people for like their water out of their house,
Is there like regulatory
is there
problems with that?
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess is it much different as getting into the car with someone and riding off with them and paying them money for it,
That's true. Like a taxi service.
like Ubers?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know.
But there is regulations for that. We don't know if there's regulations for this.
There's got to be regular. Well, is there? Because look at Dasani and all the shit that they put in all these other waters. Like, so is there regulation?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
Debatable.
What's the regulations on the sale of water? Comment down below.
Holy shit, dude. All right, I'll take your word for this one day. We're
Yeah.
30 minutes in. You tell me.
No, yeah. Why did we start talking about water?
Because I don't ever fucking drink it.
Oh, that's right. Drink
Yeah.
water.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
That's what we want to talk about.
It's funny to me because
Is-
Mallory doesn't ever drink. I mean, only drinks water.
good.
And
At least half of your child
yes.
is
Yes.
a water drinker. The
She
other
got
half is not.
half shit genes and half really clean good genes. Let's be honest with ourselves, you know? Like, I still laugh at the fact that, like, she never had glasses or braces or any of this shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's got perfect eyes, good teeth. Great. You know? I had fucking braces for 5 years, and I've had to wear contacts my whole life or I'm blind.
Right.
Awesome.
Hey, what can you do, right?
Just give my daughter shit genes, I guess. Like, she's going to have terrible eyes. She's going to have terrible teeth. I know this shit's going to happen already, you know? She's going to have some problems with her health because I fucking drank sodas my whole life. You know? It's just not good, dude. Not good.
Well, drink water. That's my final thought.
Yeah, drink. I don't really give a shit because I don't ever
You
drink
don't
that
give a
shit.
shit,
Yeah.
but drink water, Chaz. When you are watching this in the future, Chaz, and you're not drinking water, you must go to where your water is and get some water and drink some water.
It won't happen.
Drink
but
some water, Chaz.
It won't happen.
All right, see you guys next week. Thank you very much. Catch you next time.